Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a new range of perfumes from Estee Lauder to review. I think they're called the Wonders collection, and I have got the Mini Wonders collection, which has these cute little vials of all the different perfumes in this new range, which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to be trying these all with you, giving you my first impressions, letting you know what I think and which my favourites are. If you are new here, then hello, welcome. We're all about perfumes. Do check out my hundreds and hundreds of other perfume videos. I recently did another Estee Lauder one on the Aerin perfume range, and actually with this order I also treated myself to a hibiscus palm from the Aerin range, which I've wanted for a few years now. I finally went ahead and got it. So I'll leave the link to that video down below as well. I will of course leave the link to where you can buy these perfumes in UK, Europe, North America, Australia, everywhere. I think they're launched worldwide now. And if you are a regular but you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. Sign up to my newsletter in the link down below, and you can check out my website where I will do a detailed article on this as well. Super. So I was really attracted to these when I saw that they were released. I thought the branding and everything is really pretty, like quite vivid but also pastely calming colours. I think the bottles look beautiful as well, really like sparkly, and they've got that signature Estee Lauder look, but they're still quite modern, elegant. And I noticed that they are all eau de parfums, which is great. They come in two sizes, a 100ml and a 40ml, but I think it's really useful that you can try them first to decide what you like. They also have a sample set, which is like mini bottles where you get much more of each one, which is super cute as well. Nice Christmas gift. So I think I'm going to start with one of the pink ones first. So I'm starting with Dream Dusk. This is described on their website as walk through a garden in full bloom as flurries of spring blossoms scent the air, illuminate the sky and exhilarate your senses. So let's see. That's very pretty. It's reminding me a little bit of Estee Lauder's new Beautiful Magnolia that came out this year. So there's actually a geranium note in here, which I'm getting, and it's giving quite a green, outdoors, gardeny feel to it. I guess accurate as the description. I think it says it just has 3 simple perfume notes in here: cherry blossom, blackcurrant blossom and geranium. I have to say I think the geranium is the main note. I did get the cherry blossom at first, for the first maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds, but then that geranium is coming through. So this is definitely for someone that likes that sort of English country garden, feminine, green, outdoorsy scent. If you like lilac, I think you'd like this. If you like Lily of the Valley, I'm finding it's lasting pretty well. These are quite strong eau de parfums. I mean, they're not super heavy, but they're not very light. Sometimes things that come in these like sort of pastel-y colours are just super light, but they're not, they're eau de parfums. So I can really get the scent. I actually probably would have coloured that in a green colour rather than pink, because even though the cherry blossom's pink, it's really the geranium that's all about. So I think there is another pink one here called Desert Eden. Great name. Ooh, so this one is much heavier and it's got a oriental feel to it. So this is actually a kind of woody Turkish rose, and then there is an olibanum note, which is like a resin note, a balmy resiny note, so very oriental. Again, I would not have coloured this pink. I would have coloured this a ambery colour. I think this is like an ambery fragrance, oriental amber. Ooh, it's really strong. Definitely for people that like those big, really strong oriental scent. I personally think this is quite unisex as well, even though it comes, you know, in a pink bottle. You think it's going to be light, fluffy, flowery. It's not. It's deep and definitely more nighttime, I would say, than daytime. It's got a real mystical oriental vibe to it, really balmy, and really, really definitely a strong, powerful eau de parfum, not for the faint-hearted. So let's try the purple one next, which has a really beautiful name, Sensuous Star. That's very unusual. So this is quite a calming but strong fragrance. It uses a orris note, which is like the root of a plant. It's kind of powdery but rooty, earthy scent. And then they've used a plum note, but that plum is not fruity. It's really mixing with the orris to add to that earthiness. And there's also a hint of lavender in here. So it's a kind of thing that is, I think you could wear during the day. It's definitely very calming. Perhaps, you know, lavender is that type of thing that you might have, I don't know, after you've had a bath, calming, or to go to bed. This is definitely too strong to wear as like a bed fragrance. I'd say that, oh, okay, so the plum is starting to give me a bit of fruitiness, but it's not fresh fruity at all. It's definitely more of a syrupy, deep fruitiness. That's very unusual. I've not really smelt fragrances like that much, where the orris is really the star of the show. It's usually used more as like in the background. Very different, very interesting, very unusual, that one. And I love that name, Sensuous Stars. Another beautiful name is a yellow one called Paradise Moon. So this is definitely more towards the lighter side of things. It has a leathery note, which is quite prominent. It says that it includes osmanthus in here, which is one of my favourite notes. I'm actually not getting that much osmanthus. I'm really getting just leather, basically. So again, more ambery leather if you're into your leathery fragrances. Again, it feels strong. These are all really quite strong. As this is developing, it's becoming stronger and stronger and more suedey, more leathery. I think the names and the colours, the pastel colours, lull you into a sense that these are going to be very light, and then they're actually quite strong and oriental and heavy. So there's a bit of a juxtaposition there. There's definitely an unexpected element to these. So next up we have one called Infinite Sky, another great name. So this is a very clean, spicy scent. It's a peppery, very, very peppery, spicy scent. Imagine if you took like a male peppery Fahrenheit, maybe from Dior, and then just made it a little bit more simpler, took out the other notes and just made it into a pure pepper. I think this is what this is. It's definitely unisex in my view, and I think because it's so simple, so peppery, you could use it to layer on top of other perfumes if you wanted to add a spicy peppery note. As it's developing, I'm getting a little bit of the Madagascan vanilla, which is in here. I wouldn't describe it as sweet. It's more like a warm vanilla pod vibe that's coming through, and that mixes with the pepperiness to almost create like a leather feel. Classy again, it's projecting really well. It's a strong eau de parfum. Yeah, that vanilla is really coming through now, which is nice. So it's definitely a tale of two halves, from that really fresh spiciness to a warm, comforting vanilla mixing with the spice. Quite Christmassy, I think, as well. So next we have a Blushing Sands. So this is definitely one of the lightest, freshest so far. Much lighter, I'd say, actually, than all the others. This has a vetiver in and a pink pepper and a gentle, very clear musk. You know the Narciso Rodriguez pure musk? It's got that type of vibe to it, very clean, and then like a clean vetiver. I think this would be nice sort of first thing in the morning after a shower, perhaps in hot weather, and when you want something that's very like clean feeling, pure, natural nature vibe, that type of thing. So quite a different feel to what we've seen from the others, which really have quite a lot of punch. This is much more like subdued and calm, first thing in the morning after your shower. So next we have Radiant Mirage. This one is a blue liquid, blue branding. I think this might be my favourite so far. So this is a jasmine and patchouli scent, but the jasmine is not a heavy jasmine. It's more like a fresh, almost aquatic jasmine. Same with the patchouli, really. It's lighter, it's not super heavy, and like a lot of the previous ones. Now it's starting to become a bit more green, a bit more patchouli. So very, again, you could layer this, you could mix this with other ones because it's got such simple ingredients in. It's very feminine, pretty jasmine, but still, it's not like sweet and innocent. It's very, it's clean again, sophisticated, grown up, And I'd say this is definitely more daytime, summertime. Springtime would probably be perfect for this, when you want something floral, feminine, that is an eau de parfum, so you can still really smell it, but doesn't have any fruitiness in or anything like that. Yeah, it's classy. It's classy. It's got a nice sparkling feel to it, that one. And then lastly, we have Tender Night. That's a song, isn't it? Tender is the night. Who sings that? So this is an iris scent. I'm getting a bit of a bergamot in the initial spray, like a citrus. And with the iris, there's also a tea leaf note here. Feminine. It's not too overwhelming. Sometimes iris can be very heavy, especially when it's mixed with like heliotrope. It isn't like that. It's delicate, like a baby iris, you know, like a little cute one that's just flowered. And I really get the tea as well. So again, it's quite calming. It's that more relaxing, organic-y bath time vibe. Like I can imagine this being a diffuser. That's nice, very classy, and the kind of thing that you don't really smell very often. Again, quite an unusual vibe. Definitely daytime, definitely when you want something just clean, green, feminine. Yeah, and classy. These are all feeling very classy to me. So that is all of them, guys. So I'm definitely impressed by the longevity, the lasting power. They're all pretty strong and they're definitely unusual. I feel like a good amount of thought has been put into them. Sometimes these ranges come out and it's like, oh, the pink one is raspberry and, you know, the brown one is wood, and they've just made it really obvious following like the fragrance reel. I feel like these have had a lot of thought put into them to make them different and unusual. I love the names, I love the bottles, so definitely Soki approved. I think the only thing it's missing would be one that is more my like perfect taste that I love, that I know a lot of you that watch this channel love, that like fruitiness, cassis, blackcurrant, raspberry, strawberry even, pear. I think it's definitely missing a really fruity one, but I feel like it's not that type of vibe. It's more like grown up, sophisticated Estee Lauder lady, whereas perfumes I like tend to be a little bit more, I don't know, not younger, just fruitier, and they're all quite serious is what I'd say, but definitely beautiful gifts. If you know someone that likes one of those notes, then they'd probably like, you know, the one that has it in, and a really pretty gift for Christmas. The discovery set is fun as well, good to try them out. So guys, let me know, have you tried any of these in the range? Which is your favorite? Which were you impressed by? Let me know what you thought of them in the comments down below. I do read all your comments, and like I said, I'll leave the link to where you can buy them in the description box. But that is it, guys, so thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.